Well, hey everyone, we are here today with Murray State University. Mindy Wagner is going to tell you all kinds of great things that they have to offer. So I'm really excited. I think you're in for a great treat. And I'm going to just turn it on over to you.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our virtual conversation, I guess. I just want to touch base with you and just kind of introduce myself and then just give you some information about Murray State and just kind of, I'm going to break down into 3 or 4 sections. And then at the end, we'll have some question answer if you guys have any questions, or if you'll see down at the bottom of my screen is my email address, and it's mwagner1@murraystate.edu. And so please feel free, if you don't want to speak up at the end and just email me questions or whatever, that is perfectly wonderful. Also, if you want to call me, my phone number is 270-809-3860. So that's all my contacts. So I'll just give you kind of a quick little 411 about myself, and then we'll start it on the Murray State. So I am a Murray State alumni, and actually met my husband here and our 3 children. I have my oldest has graduated from Murray State, and then I have 2 current children who are seniors. They're twin daughters that are going into their last year at Murray, and then hopefully on to get their masters. But anyway, that's just kind of the few little details about myself. So obviously I have been a Murray State fan for so many years. So anyway, I'm going to just start off and just give you a few little details about Murray and about the city and the size, and just kind of give you just the breakdown about the college. So we have about 10,000 students, so it's about 8,500 undergrad students, and Murray City is about, including the county, is about 30,000, with about 20,000 in the city. So with the 10,000 students, we have 8,500 undergrad, and with that, we are considered a mid-major college. So with that, in a few minutes, I'll kind of give you all the details about why I think a mid-college is beneficial. So that's something too, just to kind of start thinking about or looking at on what size of school that you all are interested in. If it's a larger school, a smaller school, or mid-size. There's value in all of them. It's just kind of what is your perfect fit. So just to get started, after your junior year, you are able to apply at Murray State. So going into your senior year. So to get accepted, you need to have a 2.0 GPA or above and an 18 on your ACT. If you do have a 3.0 GPA, it is automatic admission. But if you do that 2.0 to the 2.99, you will need your a test score with it, either the ACT or the SAT. So once you achieve those fantastic goals, then you can go on the murraystate.edu website into the Apply Now and just go ahead and apply. It should take about 2 weeks to get your information back, your acceptance back. And with that, you will get an email saying, "Yay, welcome to Racer Nation." And then after that, you'll get the snail mail. You'll get the mail paper envelope with the information on it. So with that, once you get your acceptance, you'll have what they will give you a MyGate account. So it'll be your information, and your MyGate is kind of your link between you and Murray State. So that's where you'll go and you'll apply for your scholarships, your Racer Degree Audit, which is the breakdown of all your classes. That's where your lunch, your meal plan will be, your housing application, et cetera, et cetera. So that's something too that you will continue to to look at throughout your 4 years here. So once you get accepted, on September 1 is when you can start your application for your scholarships. So this is the time that I will tell you, I'm going to put my mom hat on for just a second, and I will tell you just to brag about yourself as much as you can. When you apply for scholarships at Murray State or anywhere else for that matter, this is when you need to put as many details about yourself to give yourself more opportunity for scholarships. So with that, your volunteer work, your clubs, your sports, your involvement in community, your church affiliation, anything that you can put about yourself will only help you to have more scholarship opportunities. So that is something too that I always encourage, just to put more details than less on that, just for you. As you are in your degree longer, also you'll do that one time a year. And so when you are in your degree, there you may have picked a field where they may have more scholarship opportunities within that field also. So it is something that I really encourage that you do every year. So it is just a one time a year application. With that also, housing is another area to look into that. That with the housing application, it opens up October 1. With that, there's 3 different types of residential colleges that you could live into. There's a suite style, a community style, and also a hotel style. All the rooms have a sink in the room, and then the differences are where the bathroom is. So the suite style is you and your roommate share a shower and a toilet with the roommate next to the 2 roommates next to you. The community style is there's restrooms on each end of the floor. With that, Murray State does clean the restrooms and supply the toilet paper. So if cleaning is not one of your fortes, then you may want to do the community style. The third option is also your hotel style, which is similar to a hotel, where you'll have your sink in the room and then your shower and your toilet that you will share between you and your roommate. So that is something that I would start kind of thinking about what's your comfort zone and what you would like to do. With that too, we also kind of have on our housing application a match.com per se. So with that, you can fill out information about you if you like to stay up late, or if you want to study with the TV on, or if you want to be in your room a lot or never be in your room, or et cetera, et cetera. It'll ask you those questions and then kind of give you a percentage based of who would be a good match for you. And then you're able to kind of safely chat them to see if it's something that it would be a good fit. It is a first come, first serve application. It's $150 and it is refundable if you let us know by June that you will not be attending. So with that, you are able to go ahead and fill that out, and you will not lose your spot, because with it being a first come, first serve, if you need to make adjustments later. So that is something to consider. Another thing I want to go through is, as a freshman, you are able to have a car. So we have 2 parking options. One is a $200 per year. One is a $100 per year. The $100 gets you the parking spot by the football stadium, and the $200 gets you a parking spot right next to your residential colleges. So that is something too that you are able to have as a freshman. Another option is the meal plan. So as a freshman, it is required to have a meal plan. So that is something that with our Winslow cafeteria, it is unlimited eating. You can go there 15 times a day if you would like to. Also on campus, which you can do some trades within your meal card or use flex money, which $150 comes on your meal plan per year, 75 per semester, and it will transfer over from the fall to the spring semester. With the flex plan, you can use Chick-fil-A, Steak and Shake, Sub Connection, Habanero, Einstein Bagels, or Starbucks. So those are several options that you're able to use with that flex money. So once you're a student and you're admitted and you've done your scholarships and you've done your housing and your meal plan, the next thing I want to go into is some of the fun activities. So we do have 173 student organizations on campus. So there's plenty of ways to get involved. A few of those are, you could do intramurals through your residential college, or you could do intramurals like within a team. You could do SGA, which is student government, which is kind of like our student council. And they are the fun group that's kind of the spokesperson for the student body. And they also bring in the lectures and the concerts and the hypnotist and all the fun things too on campus. So another way to get involved is Greek life. That's always a fun avenue to go down. And another thing you could do is clubs and religious affiliations, and there's just all kinds of ways to get involved. And I really, really recommend to get involved, because then you're able to build more relationships and more friendships, and just to be better connected. So that is something too. It's super easy to get involved, and we do encourage that on campus. So we are the Murray State Racers. So the Thoroughbred Racer One is our mascot. And so kind of a fun tradition that we have is at the football games, Racer One will run the track every time we score. So speaking of football games and all of our other sporting events, with your M card, which is your Murray State Racer ID, you are able to get into all sporting events free with that, with the exception of tournament time, but all regular season. So that's kind of a great detail to be able to use as far as going to all the sporting events free, the wellness center, which is a exercise facility, all of that is also free with your M card also. So that's kind of a fun fun way to get involved and to watch some ball games and not have to spend any money. So that's something else too that I do want to mention. Kind of one thing too that with being at in-state school that you are able to. I'm going to touch back again on some of the scholarships. So with that, you are able to stack scholarships. You are able to use your KEYS money and then that in-state tuition. So that is one thing too that I wanted to mention. We do kind of have a merit scholarship also that will kind of stack together with your ACT and your GPA score. So all of that, and if you want to reach out to me, if you have specific questions about that, obviously feel free to reach out. But that is something too that I wanted to just to touch base on, and that we did give out 117 million within scholarship and merit awards last year. So that's something too to take in consideration. So a few traditions that we have at Murray State that I think are super awesome is that we do have Campus Lights, which is the longest student production in the nation, and that's like a few years ago we did a Mamma Mia, and we did some fun plays with that. Also, All Campus Sing is another student kind of contest. I kind of relate it similar to Pitch Perfect movie, where you kind of dress up and dance and sing and have a concert, and that is live stream. So all the alumni and the parents are able to watch that also. So that's kind of a fun event. So we do, I don't know if you've heard about our famous shoe tree. That's something else that's awesome. That is if you meet your soulmate at Murray State, you're able to nail your shoe to the tree. So that's a fun tradition that never gets old either. So I know I've rattled on and on about just so many details about Murray and how to get in and where to live and where to eat and the classes and all that. A couple of things too and then I'll finish talking and open it up for some questions. But a couple of things too that I think is great about a mid-major, about a kind of a mid-sized school, is the ability to have hands-on learning. So with that, if you are a business major, you're able to have, you can do tax returns to freshmen, and you're able to do the actual business practices as a freshman. With any kind of music major, you're able to try out or audition and do performances as a freshman, and not just be behind the camera, unless it's kind of what you want to do. Then obviously you can. With our pre-vet program or our ag department, you're able to actually work on animals as a freshman also. And then with our nursing degree, it's within the same case, where you'll actually be able to work on actual patients. So there's so many avenues within going to kind of a mid-sized school, that you get so many hands-on opportunities that I think is just a great learning tool, and that you get so prepared for the professional world. So as you all are scheduling your classes too, kind of a rule of thumb is 15 to finish. So that's one thing that I like to try to remind kids that if you take roughly 15 credit hours per semester, then you should finish within your 4 years. So that's another just kind of a plan of attack to go with. So anyway, well, I'm going to close with all of my Murray State information, and then we'll just kind of open it up to some questions. If anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to answer them now.
Well, I just want to thank you so much. That was great information. I think Murray's an awesome campus. I really do hope that you students will check it out. It feels like a great home away from home, and there are a ton of opportunities there. It's a great community that it lives within in the city of Murray. And this is a great option for students who are thinking, you know, I don't want to stay right in Bowling Green. I want to spread my wings a little bit and go away.
Sure.
And you're far away from home. It's about 2.5 hours away from here, but you're close enough that you can get back if you need to.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a great way to just explore and to begin your adult life and your academic career.
Exactly. So yeah, I appreciate that you were able to let me ramble on and talk a little bit about Murray State. Obviously, I'm passionate about it. I love it here. I love it that my children are going here, and so it's. But you're right. It's a whole new, the next chapter of everyone's life. So.
And it's nice how you mentioned about the scholarships. I feel like students can really get a lot of financial support that they need. And students, remember, you can use your KEYS money because
Absolutely.
we're right in state. And so,
Yes.
as you mentioned, you can stack all those dollars with your KEYS money, with any FAFSA money, plus the scholarships that they offer. So yeah, I think that's just wonderful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I appreciate you letting me talk and give you more and more details about Murray State. So, and I will be more than happy to come to Bowling Green if there's ever. Are you in class now, or is it all virtual?
We are in class, but we're not
Okay.
able to have visitors just yet.
Sure.
But we'll definitely let you know once that opportunity happens.
Perfect. And I'm also willing to that if a student and parent, want to meet like at a coffee shop or at a lunch, like I don't know, Panera or something like that, I'll be happy just to drive in and set up some, a time frame or something like that for students.
That's really helpful to know. We're actually getting toward the end of our senior survey. And so I'll be able to pull up and show those who are interested, just to make sure that they have your information and let them know that you're willing to do that. I think that'd be awesome.
Okay.
And in
that'd be great.
I have a ton of links for Murray State University on the Virtual Chats website. So definitely hop on. There's a quick link to their scholarships and to their virtual tour, a quick link to their admissions application. So take advantage of that for sure. All right. Well, thanks again. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great day.